Hello, welcome back
So
to Trend
good.
Settings, episode 72. Things are crazy. We were gone for a lot longer than expected,
Things are always
and
crazy
we've
when
got
it starts.
we've got a new wild card this week. We've got Nick Koo's iPad. Welcome.
It's way better than Nick Koo.
Yeah.
It's quite an old iPad,
Oh yeah,
It's quite an
but new to this show.
ginormous
Oh.
iPad.
that's what I've heard. Yeah, we're back. It's episode 72. Things have been crazy while we're gone. The hiatus went for longer than I would have liked, but we're recharged. We're rejuvenated. We're fresh.
Ow!
My name is Ali.
My name is Gru.
I'm the wild card Nick,
And the iPad.
and the iPad,
What's the iPad's name?
iPad Pro. It's just called Nick. It's not very exciting.
You called
I should-
called your iPad
I think
Nick.
it is just called Nick.
It's pretty
Oh
weird.
my gosh. I'm
Nick's
Jono.
How many inches is it?
Oh, whoa.
It looks pretty big. black too, weirdly enough.
12.9.
What's your penis's name?
It's also, anyway.
Also Nick?
Yeah.
Everything's just Nick.
Good stuff, guys.
Unbelievable.
We're back to the section thing, except one of the sections is a little bit different because there's something that happened while we were away that we really needed to talk about.
Oh, I can't wait to
First
find
up, we
out.
got Australia Day. Is it going to change the date? Or what, like, do we care?
Props not.
And then we have the weird section coming up with Jono, classically.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of monkey business and shark business.
Hello.
Animal roundup.
Animal
It's
business.
And then we have Nick and how boring the Oscars are this year.
Hey.
And then we have Ali, and we're talking Star Wars. We're going to argue about it. So if you really don't want to talk about Star Wars, stop watching after the Oscars part, because we're going to get very deep into it. This is your spoiler alert.
Who hasn't seen Star Wars, though?
Your mum.
He's probably
I
right.
have box office numbers that say that everybody has seen Star Wars.
Your box office say your mum watched it.
Hey, now, Chris.
Today is Thursday,
Wow.
the 25th of January.
Wow, you know the date?
I only know the date because tomorrow is the Friday, the 26th of January,
Magic.
Woo!
also known as
Quick math.
Australia Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or is it?
oh.
I usually call it Australia Day. It's just, I don't know, it's just my vibe, you know.
Yeah, word.
But to others, it is known by a different name.
Uh-huh.
Invasion Day or Survival Day. To other people who are not interested. Let me explain. Way back a few years ago, 1788. Can you remember?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
It
times.
was just a wee lad.
Was it sunny?
Was it Sonic?
Sunny.
Probably.
Was it a good day?
So,
Odds are.
I'm not sure. Probably a good day. I've seen like paintings that look good.
I've seen it.
So in 1788, on January the 26th, the first fleet arrived from Britain in Australia, in New South Wales.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Wow. Great times, huh? Well, for some people it was good times. For some people it was not good times.
Wait, who was it good times for? They were prisoners.
The captain
A lot
of
of
the
them were
ship.
prisoners. Some of them
Captain Cook?
weren't, but a lot of them were.
The captain of the ship, he was a
It
hero.
was not Captain Cook.
The other guy.
Governor Phillip? Who was the other dude? Who was the first
Macquarie?
guy?
Philip.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, Lachlan Macquarie.
I think it might have been Philip
Yeah.
first.
Look,
Oh,
Let's not-
Phil
let's not get bogged down in facts.
and
you know,
details
and details.
Mm.
and information.
So that is why every January the 26th, we in Australia we celebrate Australia Day. Public holiday, yes, have a barbecue, have some beers, have some brews. It's a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Put a flag on your back. You missed the most important thing.
check
Go around calling everyone the C word.
Yeah,
Mm.
just have a good time.
Listen
yeah.
to Triple J Hottest 100.
Having some
Hottest
tinnies.
100,
Play some backyard cricket.
Jump in the pool.
Shrimp on the barbie.
What's the cricket where you hit it from your legs?
French cricket.
French
We
cricket.
don't play
It's a
that.
bit un-Australian to play French cricket
No.
on
You'd think
Australia
that.
Day.
You'd think that.
Do you know how to play Australian cricket?
I think it's just regular cricket.
It's like French cricket, but down under. Anyway,
Just leave that for the married person.
so it's a big hullabaloo every year. Like even approaching Australia Day, but also just all year round. Everyone's talking about it. I feel. To me, it feels like a recent phenomenon, but it is not. People have been upset about Australia Day for a very long time.
How old is Australia Day, though, by the way?
Pretty old.
Like the actual holiday.
Yeah, actually having a holiday on the day.
I
don't
think
know.
it
I
was,
heard it only went back to 1994. It's not that old a holiday.
it was like 1938.
Keep talking. I'll look
Was
it up.
it?
Yeah.
Someone checked it up.
Because,
Actually, Nick, you check it up.
look, in 1938, there was an official day of mourning held by the Indigenous people of Australia in protest of Australia Day.
Right.
So I
Right.
feel it must be at least that old.
Well, no, but like it would have officially been mourning the arrival of first. Like it's always been the anniversary of the
Oh, but it
first
wasn't-
fleet arriving. But I don't know about it being an actual celebration and a public holiday thing.
Mhm.
Did they have public holidays back then? Anyway, but I think they had a celebration, whether or not it was Australia Day.
That's 1808 or yeah, something around then.
That's a decent while.
Yes.
Wow.
That's older than what I said. So, the Aboriginal people have never really been
No.
happy about this.
Sorry, no, you're right. It was 1994. That's
It
when
was
they
marked
yeah.
by a public holiday
Yeah.
in all states and territories.
Yeah, because it was only in New South Wales for
But
a
the
long
first
time.
the first national day, 1935, when they used the term Australia Day,
There you go.
and then you said 1938 there was a protest.
Yeah,
So,
a
like-
day of mourning.
Very soon
You
after
could
they
say.
said that, everyone who
Right.
was obviously not happy about
So
it.
this is not new.
It is not new.
You mean this predates political correctness,
Gone mad.
lefties,
Oh,
fake news,
some would. Your words, not mine.
Mark Latham?
Corey Bernardi. Some would say. So yeah, this is not a new phenomenon because that's what I've heard a lot of people say. Like, how come we're just talking about this now? Like Australia has been awesome for. No, we just haven't cared.
We just didn't care.
You just didn't care until now.
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
care. Until
We weren't woke
I
yet,
heard
Chris.
exactly. Now we're woke AF, yo.
Yeah.
So also on 1988, there was another huge commemoration for. So the thing they're upset about the protest is they're commemorating the loss of Indigenous culture that happened because of white settlement in Australia.
Right.
Yeah, and the loss of like
And life.
basically sovereignty, because
Yeah.
they were obviously here,
Mm.
and it wasn't empty land,
They were here first.
and then they lost it to the people who came after them, who then had power. So
I saw a great.
it's pretty textbook like conquest,
Yeah.
right? Like
See,
legally, the British basically used the word terra nullius and said it wasn't because it wasn't used,
Yeah,
but they definitely had to kill some people when they went to different places to use that land.
blood was shed. I saw a great comic of the tall ships coming into land, the First Fleet,
Hmm.
and there was a Aboriginal guy standing looking out, and he said, "Stop the boats."
Too
Classic.
late.
Classic.
If only. Apparently they'll. Yeah.
Just like that lamb ad, right?
Yeah.
They get it. These lamb people, they get it.
yeah.
So in August last year, there's a bit of a hubbub, or a lot last year. So Fremantle Council, they decided to no longer recognise the 26th as Australia Day, which is a council in Melbourne,
Hmm.
and the city of Barrabin also followed suit.
Hmm.
So like, Australia Day is not on the 26th. We do not celebrate this. We do
Yeah.
not think it's inclusive celebration for all Australians.
So most councils, their responsibility in Australia Day is to hold citizenship ceremonies,
Yep.
right? Is that correct? So
Yep.
people who are
Correct.
becoming citizens participate in those ceremonies on Australia Day.
Yeah.
And other types of celebrations, like
Yeah.
there'll be fireworks and
Yeah. So they just decided we're not doing it on that day.
yeah. So they did it
Yeah.
on a different day,
Good for
a
them.
weekend instead of the public
Beautiful.
holiday.
Hmm.
So Fremantle in Western Australia also did that, but since 2013, Flinders Island, like off the north coast of Tasmania,
Hmm.
they've been doing this since 2013.
Right.
They stopped
just stopped
celebrating the 26th.
Right.
And what was the response to that?
Well, no one really cared.
No, not the Flinders Island, like
Oh,
the
they did it.
Fremantle ones.
They did it, the Fremantle ones.
Like Fremantle announcing that, because there was quite a big like.
oh yeah,
backlash
everybody was
against them, right?
upset. Everybody was upset.
They couldn't. Took away the power to grant citizenship.
Yeah, they took
Yeah.
away the. I think the government. I think that was more recently. They because there was other councils who started doing
Yeah.
it on top of those two initial ones.
It's like a
Um,
snowball.
yeah, and they took away the power for those councils to actually hold citizenship ceremonies.
Yeah.
So no new citizens for Fremantle. Sorry, everybody.
Which is funny because that's what all the racist people would want.
That's true. It's all
Maybe it was a ploy all along.
It's all
It was
coming
what they
together.
wanted.
Oh well, guys, I guess we can't take any more immigrants.
So some councils have took a stand and they said, no, we're not really into this. And
Just
Triple
not
J,
feeling it.
Australia's publicly funded radio station,
Youth radio
youth
station.
radio
Yeah.
station, they have, as we were listing before, one of the many things we do on Australia Day is listen to the Hottest 100 Countdown that they put on.
Do we?
Do we? I haven't listened to that.
Was that do we or do we?
Do we? Sorry, let me try. Do
Who
we?
listens to the radio anymore?
Do I
We
get it?
do.
I do.
I do.
Anyway,
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
do.
guys. Can't join
You
you.
don't like the radio?
I don't
Even
listen
the
to radio.
digital radio
No.
on the internet?
come
This is a
on.
podcast.
Shout out to Pete Campbell for telling us we didn't have sound coming through on the stream. I fixed it. Thank you, Pete.
Thanks,
You the
Pete.
man.
That would have made the stream very unwatchable.
I was like,
President
people are
should have
leaving
been us.
so quickly. There's
This
got to
would
be
have been us
something wrong.
Turning our heads
Why can't they lip
at
sync?
each other.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
You're a bomb. So Triple J, they changed the date. They held they surveyed a bunch of their listeners, and the results came back, and they decided to change the date. So the Triple J Hottest 100 will no longer be celebrated on Australia Day, on a public holiday. It'll be on this following Saturday.
The next Saturday. Oh, I thought it was the next day. I thought it was
Well,
like
when's the public holiday?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No, but what like, in general? What if the public holiday is on a Monday or a?
Oh, so you're saying they'll just do it
On
on,
the
the
corresponding
next
weekend.
Saturday after it. So this
Or before,
year it'll
maybe.
be the Saturday, the
So
next
this
day.
year it's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it's directly after. But if it was on a Monday or something, I think they put it on the Saturday before.
Right. Okay.
So it's part of the weekend.
Oh, it's still quite close then.
It's still very close.
Yeah.
So this caused a bit of a hullabaloo.
Right.
There was
Naturally.
some healthy debates going on, or unhealthy ones. So in response, another Australian radio station, Triple M, they launched the Ozist 100, which is like for the real Australians, you know, who want to celebrate on Australia Day,
Yeah.
which is, and also Cory Bernardi, politician, he launched his own poll with 100 of his favourite songs
Really?
and saying like, vote for your favourite
Did he
Australian
actually?
songs.
Okay, I saw a Batuta Advocate article about this. Did he actually include like "Beds Are Burning" by Midnight Oil and stuff?
He included a lot of songs. I don't know the details.
Because that was the joke in that, and that song's definitely about like taking Aboriginals' lands.
But a lot of the artists like replied to his Twitter and said, "Do not take my song off your list."
I think the same
I'm
was
gonna
about
take
the
legal
Triple M.
action."
You're gonna
list.
take legal action against somebody putting a song on somebody's list.
I think it's more about making a statement than anything, Nick.
Yeah.
They're not actually threatening legal terms.
Wait, but with Triple M, can you
Thanks,
actually
Ali.
stop someone from playing your song?
I think so.
Hmm.
I don't know how radio works.
Yeah, me either.
I don't. Yeah. Why? Yeah. So what do you think? Is Triple M being stupid? Half of Australians being stupid and thinking, "Oh,
Most of-
Australia Day."
Most of Triple M's presenters thought they were being stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Will Anderson tweeted it. He was
Came
very
out like
upset.
pretty hard against Triple M. Like, so he presents on Triple M, like a radio show. I think he's Drive or something somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, he was really upset that they decided to do a hottest one because he'd come out like he's sort of on the change the date side of it. I don't
Bit
like.
of a lefty.
I don't see how anyone. I don't feel like anyone really cares that much about the First Fleet arriving.
No.
It doesn't seem like that big a deal.
It Friendly Geordies did a pretty miraculous video on it. Did you guys see it?
No.
Yeah, I saw it last year.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he did one this week. That was
you
great.
did another one.
And it was definitely like who actually cares was like the ultimate message. It was like a 12-minute video that kind of like went through that.
As in, but like there's, okay, so there's the people who care on the side of you guys. This is like the worst day in our history.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
he was very
black
much
people.
Yeah.
counting the white people who care as
Yeah, like,
who cares about
Why
the
would
white
they
people
care?
who care.
Right?
Like, yeah,
I don't get why they care. Most of them don't know the date. Like if you ask someone at a normal time, okay, what year did the First Fleet arrive? I don't know how many 1788s you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I would
I don't think they care.
probably been 18 something if I was guessing, to be honest. Like I wouldn't even got 17.
So I don't understand the backlash. That's why I don't get it.
It's political correctness gone mad. They
But
don't
it's-
want people they disagree with on many, many things telling them how they can celebrate.
Yeah.
Basically, that's
So
the
you
way
don't
I
want to
see
give anything to anyone
it. No.
if you disagree with them on other stuff,
The 26th of January.
even if it doesn't mean anything to you.
The 26th of January, that's my Australia Day. That's what
Yeah.
I've grown up with. So
It
who are
definitely
you
feels.
to tell me to change it?
It definitely feels like when a kid has like sees someone else playing with a toy and wants that toy. It's like, I want this toy now, not because I want to play with it, but because you want it right now.
Mm.
Like, it's like you're saying no to changing the date because of the people who are asking you to change it.
No, but then the argument is also, what would changing the date change? Like, what would it? What exactly would? What wide sweeping change would it mean? Is it just a nice gesture, or is it just like, what does it actually change?
Well, for like 700,000 people, it's a really sad day,
Right.
and to force them to
But
have
what-
a public
but-
holiday on that day.
That doesn't make it any less sad that that day happened.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a public holiday; it'd just be a work day.
Right.
You wouldn't be having it shoved in your
I
face,
don't know,
and you
it-
could celebrate another day that didn't represent that.
Imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine your dad dies, and you live in a house with 10 guys, and every year on the day your dad dies, they have a big party, and you're like, could we maybe have that party a week later or some other time? They're like, nah.
I get it, but then it's
It'd be
the
more
same
like
time.
if your dad died because a truck ran him over, but the truck was carrying something you really liked. So everyone else is having a party about the truck arriving, and you're really sad that your dad died. Because it's the same event. The thing
was
that
on
they're
the truck?
celebrating is the thing that you're sad about.
Do you think anyone's actually celebrating that though?
No. They're just having a good time.
Or there's-
Exactly. They wouldn't care if it was on another day. We just want a public holiday. It's the most Australian thing there
well,
is.
that's exactly how. Like, but then
We could celebrate a day because it's a public holiday. There is
Yeah.
nothing more Australian than not going to
That
work.
does sound great.
Yeah.
We could call it National
yeah,
Sickie.
but then you're saying with just a holiday that it's the 26th, like this specific day when the first fleet arrived.
Yeah.
Right. And so that was the end of what, like, you know, in a lot of, I suppose, Aboriginal people's minds, this is like the worst day because this was invasion.
Well, their nations
Yeah,
ended.
right. And so, but that doesn't stop that, just because you change the date
Hmm.
and we celebrate Australia Day another day, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change in their mind that Australia still happened. Like, Australia was still established on that day. It doesn't change the fact that history occurred, essentially. It
Yeah,
just
but
means
you wouldn't
that,
be. Everyone else wouldn't be celebrating on that day. How alienating
well,
is
why
that
would
on
we
a day that
celebrate?
you're
Why
really
we
sad?
then? What are we celebrating Australia Day about?
Well, you could celebrate the nation being founded. You could celebrate the nation
Well, how
itself.
can you celebrate the nation being founded if
Yeah.
you can't acknowledge the fact that some of this stuff happened?
Nick,
You
I'm glad
should,
you asked.
But you wouldn't do it on that day. You'd do it like on the day that Federation happened or something.
Federation
Yes.
of Australia, 1st of January. We could celebrate then. That's when
It's a bit of a collision.
a slight collision.
Mm.
But then we could also do the 19th of January, 1901. Also when the Federation happened.
Nah, that's a dumb number game.
All right. What
We
about
really
the,
don't have many national days, eh?
What about the commencement of the Australia Act, which removed us? Which
When
said-
was that?
That's March 3. Says the UK can no longer
It's
tell us
too
what
close
to do.
Easter. Want to
Like,
spread out our
you're the
public
problem.
holidays. May 9th is the one I heard.
May 9th, the opening of the first federal parliament,
Yeah. When
Or-
like we actually got the ability to make decisions as a country.
or
Right.
May 8th.
Because
Mate.
Australia wasn't founded then. That was the colony of New South Wales. That
I'd be
Yeah,
down
that's
for
true,
May.
that's true.
It's just not the. It's just the idea of not simultaneously having a day of mourning for some people and a day of celebration
Right.
for others.
But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem. It seems disingenuous that this change the date thing is not for that reason. It's just because. I don't know. It's like it sounds like political correctness just gone wrong.
Yeah, to me, it would come
That's not
down
a
to
good
the fact
argument.
of.
Yeah. But
Does,
it's not. But it's what I'm saying.
That's something
is that
Mark
it's-
Latham would say, and he doesn't.
But it
back up
doesn't
anything
seem
he
like.
says.
I don't agree with like the fact that we just need to change the date because it's just.
Would you say that to an Aboriginal person?
It
who
does it if it
clearly
means.
affects it.
I
them?
saw an interview with an Aboriginal woman this
Hmm.
week, and she was saying that she doesn't understand it either. Like there
Hmm.
are other problems in the Aboriginal community that they need to fix.
Ah,
Like, this-
yeah. Look, but that's bad logic to say. Oh, this won't fix everything, therefore we shouldn't do it.
Right.
That's like an actual logical fallacy.
Okay.
Like on the merits of the thing itself, if you isolate it as a problem and
Right.
just argue about that, I don't think anyone on the Let's Have Australia Day side would care if it was on another day.
Right.
Honestly, like I don't think they'd really care, and it'd be like for a day that is recognized for a lot of people as a really sad day. Why would you have a day of celebration on that?
So
Fair
if,
enough.
It's a bit
so
of a
if,
kick in the guts.
if
isn't
we're
it?
not celebrating the First Fleet arriving, what
Yeah.
are we celebrating? Is Australia as an awesome country?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but and then if we do that, if we do that on the 26th, we're saying Australia's an awesome country, and we killed all the Aboriginals. We're celebrating that at the same time. So we're really saying we're going to celebrate this, but they can't really celebrate all that on the same day.
Right.
So we're really excluding them from our celebrations.
That's the exclusion factor, I think.
Right.
It's the fact that you can't really make someone, like exactly like Chris just said, you can't make them participate in a joyful sense on a day that's very sad for them.
Because to me, that's what Australia...
But I mean, that's the thing. Do all Aboriginal people feel this way? Is what I'm asking.
All Aboriginal people don't need to feel a certain way. It's guaranteed that they don't all feel the same way. That's obvious.
So, but that's the thing. Like, if
But I think the Aboriginal people who don't feel that way probably wouldn't care if it was on another day anyway as well.
right,
For the people who don't care, it doesn't matter. And for the people who do care, it matters a lot.
right.
So why would you wait the people who don't care at all?
I don't know. I just can't see the reason why changing the date would help anybody apart from.
We've officially started going in circles, so I'm going to pull the plug on this one.
It's just terrible logic.
Chris,
Well.
what are your final thoughts?
I just want to celebrate Australia being an awesome country. Just have a few cans in my thongs.
Call people the C word.
Like, it's just a good time, and I want my Indigenous Australian brethren to join in. And if they can't do it on the 26th, we'll do it on the 27th, or 28th, or 29th, or 30th,
Or May 8th.
or May
mate.
8th. I
You know-
don't care.
You know what would solve this? A plebiscite
Ha!
that actually asks everyone what they think. Because that wasn't meant to do anything, right? And now gay marriage is legal.
But the thing with the plebiscite is it costs heaps and heaps of money, so people are just going to get real angry about it.
Yeah.
They got over it pretty quick.
Yeah,
Right?
but it was hell.
Oh,
Anyway,
man.
Anyway,
That was
that's
annoying.
it for Invasion Day.
real talk.